What do you mean I'm recording a reaction to a Norwegian artist? MGP isn't for another couple weeks. Oh, EMMY won in Ireland, that makes sense. Hello everyone and welcome back to another video on the ESC Harry channel. I hope you're all doing very well indeed. Today we will be reacting to EMMY Laika Party, Ireland's Eurovision entry for 2025. That's right, Eurosong has just concluded at the time of recording. I know this video will likely be out tomorrow morning, Saturday morning I should say, but I am recording this immediately after, so this is a late recording from the Late Show. And EMMY has just won the contest. Full disclosure, obviously many of you will know I have already reacted to Ireland's Eurovision entries for 2025. If you would like to find out my overall thoughts on the songs, click the link here, and I'm pretty sure I've got this in the right corner. But a little look into my personal life, I haven't actually seen any of the performances in full as I have just come back from work. I have seen a few of them, like small snippets here or there from social media. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Maybe I should have just waited to see the full winner performance, but oh well, who's caring anyway? But yeah, this will just be a mixture of somewhat of a first impression of the performance, but also more analysis side, because I would have obviously heard Laika Party before. But before we get into that reaction, make sure to like this video if you enjoy it, subscribe if you're new to ESC Harry, and comment down below, what are your thoughts on Ireland's Eurovision entry for 2025? With that being said, let's get to reacting. Okay, so hitting play in 3, 2, 1, go. I'll say right from the back, this was one overall I did enjoy. I think it was my second place in the lineup. Very catchy, I have to say. I do like the outfits, I have to say. I think it suits the vibe, like space, but like camp as well, and like fun. It works for this performance. One of the strengths I'm already seeing from this is the visual identity, which I think this will be easy to transfer over to Basel, the stage there. It is catchy. And EMMY's vocals, they're good. She's got a very distinct tone, I have to say. Her voice will stand out in the field at Eurovision. Oh, like the Laika's in the background there on the LEDs. And this I think is cool. I have seen this bit. This looks cool. That's an easy visual identity you can transfer over. That on a big LED in the background of Basel, that's gonna look really fun and cool. It gives me this like 80s techno feel, which really fits with the sound of the song. I will say, at any point, if you feel when watching this performance, yes, if it looks a bit small, yes, look at that stage. No performance is going to look big on that stage. This is going to be able to have so much more potential on the Basel stage. EMMY can move a bit, I have to say. She didn't necessarily demonstrate that in Witchwood. She didn't need to clarify. Again, I think she could do more, but look, she's on a Eurosong stage. You can't expect miracles here. Also, I love the gun. You can see him roughly in the background in the left there. He gives me like Subwoofer vibes, the DJ. He does work with this performance, I have to say. Oh, the LED does look very fun. Very fun movements. I'm still not fully convinced on this bum 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 bit, like her singing it. But what I will say is I'm growing towards it, and also, you know, adds a little bit in this section. Big note. Yeah, that's good. Going back to that bum bum bit. It adds... Alright, stop with the big notes, EMMY. I'm trying to compliment you here. But yeah, those are good as well. I mentioned here, the bum bums here. Like, it's catchy, adds something to like the dance drop. And also, it allows the audience to sing along with the performance. And that is it. That is my thoughts on Ireland's Eurovision entry for 2025. So that was Ireland's Eurovision entry for 2025, and I want to get something out of the way quickly because I'm aware I did that joke at the start, and I did actually ask the question in my National Final Reaction video, would Irish fans be happy being represented by a Norwegian at Eurovision? And I have to say, the comments I've got on that video, and also just from friends, I know a few Irish friends as well, it's not 100% approval rate, I have to say, But the overwhelming majority is like, yes, we would be more than happy to have EMMY represent us in Ireland. So with that in mind, it doesn't really matter what I think. At the end of the day, most people that I've spoken to are happy with EMMY being the Irish representative. And also, she won the Irish televote. So if the Irish people are happy to have EMMY as their representative, who are we to judge as non-Irish people? But as for the song itself, I think it's fun. I think it is enjoyable, great for Euroclub. We got a few good Euroclub bops there. But above that as well, it's not just good for Euroclub in itself. It is good for Eurovision because it, like Luxembourg, it is a bop, but it has a unique hook. It is not just like this sleigh girl dance bop, talking about boys or talking about how sexy they are. This is a bop with a story. It's a unique story that is new to Eurovision, and it is a story with context, which I think is done very well, mixing in the elements of dance and the elements of the story itself. So I'm very on board with this being the entry. I think this has legs as the Ireland entry. As for the staging itself, again, a lot of good concepts that are the base foundations that you can then use for Basel. You're not going to have the finished product on Eurosong. I think everyone knew that. But the LEDs, keep those. I think they're fantastic. The outfits, yeah, you can keep those as well. And keep the guy in the background doing the dance. He adds something to that. Maybe not the dancing, the keyboard? Yeah, the keyboard. He adds something. They all add something. You just got to elevate it for the stage in Basel, which I'm sure they know, and I'm sure they will be working on between now and May. So yeah, the actual stage itself, I think that is good. In terms of things to improve, I would give EMMY 2 pieces of advice. Obviously, you know, I'm not going to assume she's watching or anything like that. But if, you know, this is the advice I would give her. Number 1, she needs to smile a bit more in the performance. And I don't mean that in a condescending way or, you know, any negative connotations towards that. At the end of the day, this is a dance song. And I am sure EMMY is having a lot of fun on stage, but at the moment in her facial expression, she looks too focused. She looks like she's trying to figure out what the next move is, the next note, and how to sing properly. That is fine. She got through doing that today at Eurosong. It got her through to the final. Now, for May, show us that enjoyment that I'm sure you're feeling on stage. Make the party feel more obvious to us, if that makes sense. That is my advice there. The second bit of advice I would give EMMY is not necessarily something that actually links to the performance itself, but it is embrace the Irish. Yes, I'm aware you are Norwegian, but until May, you are the Irish representative. The people of Ireland want you to represent them. Both the jury and the televote gave you the top points. So as a thank you to them, embrace the Irish culture in any way you can. I'm not saying you have to learn the Irish language or take up Gaelic football, but just like embrace it in whatever way you can between now and May. And in a permanent state, make Ireland your second home. They will do so much for you. They have given you the opportunity to go to Eurovision, something that you clearly have dreamt of for a while. You went to MGP back in 2021. You clearly are a fan of the contest, so just embrace it in whatever way you can. In terms of how this would do at Eurovision, well, I did go on record and say I don't know if any of the songs are qualifying for Ireland. I'm going to slightly hold back on that. After seeing visuals, which I think were important for a lot of these performances, EMMY does have a chance. I'm not going to say it is a guaranteed qualifier by any means, but when it comes to May itself and predicting the qualifiers from semi-final 2 in the first half, side note, this could be a really good opener. Ireland haven't opened a show in quite a while, just saying. But when it comes to May in semi-final 2, is Ireland going to be one that I'm going to be considering to put in my 10 prediction qualifiers and one that could end up qualifying and give Ireland a back-to-back qualification? Absolutely. And that'd be fantastic for Ireland as well. I know so many people from Ireland and it'd be fantastic to see them happy. Also, speaking of people I know from Ireland, shout out to Eurovision, Connor, Louise, Alex. They've done a fantastic job as always, covering Eurosong this year. They do this every year. They really have helped rejuvenate, in my opinion, the Irish hype around Eurovision within the fandom. And I can't praise them enough. I can't say how proud of them and how happy I am for them in any way I can. Any video, any chance I get, I like to do that. So shout out to you guys, you've done an amazing job, and I'm sure while you're recording this, you're getting absolutely pissed. So watch this while you're sober, probably around 4 PM tomorrow, I'd say. But anyway, that's my thoughts on Ireland's entry, but remember, my opinion is not the correct one, it is just my opinion. Let me know down in the comments below, what do you think about EMMY Laika Party Ireland's entry for Eurovision 2025? How do you think it will get on in Basel? Once again, make sure to like this video if you enjoy it and subscribe if you're new to ESC Harry so you do not miss any Eurovision 2025 content. All that's left for me to say is I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time for another video on this channel. Take care, guys.